Good morning. This is Norma Cowie with a Sunday Thought. Recently, I just had some small surgery on my arm, which is why this arm is not up in the air and working very well right now. But it's interesting. It brought a thought to me that I really thought about, and that is everything adds. It was a term I used to use a lot in my life when things were changing a lot and weren't really sure of this, that, or the other. And I used to say, oh, well, everything adds, doesn't matter what it is. And this is another circumstance that has happened this time. I had this little small surgery, but I actually found out something else, which it will have, hopefully, that's the plan. As I move forward in my life, it will aid a great deal. If I hadn't had this particular surgery, I wouldn't have found it. And I would have ignored it, or maybe it had something that had been brought to my attention many years ago, didn't do anything about it. Now, all of a sudden, it's like, oh, okay, that accounts for a lot of things that happen in my life. And, I look back over the years, and what I see very often when I had a situation that came along that I didn't want, it seemed like it was more of a falling backward. It wasn't really something that I was wanting, or I wished was never happened, how. And then, but what happened from that, many good things took place, many good things. And I forgot all about the comment, everything adds. And in light of our recent times, for instance, it certainly makes a big difference of perception of life, how things are happening, what is going on, how it's taking place, what things are attracted, what things are not attracted, all of those different things. All of a sudden you feel back on top of the pile, like, oh my goodness, I didn't like this, but it's helped with understanding that. So it begins to make huge, big changes. I'm very privileged to be able to have those thoughts that come into me and able to share them with you, which I think this will not be a long one because, I'm still in a little bit of discomfort. And so not a long chit chat, but I will be back tomorrow night with the mental mind treatments. And already I have found that things are changing because I have people now emailing me and making notes, giving me their 3 numbers that they want between using the numbers of 1 to 22, any number, 3 numbers. And if there's a question around that too, you can add that. And I will tell you what the 3 numbers mean. Number 1, yes, but I also will do a mental mind treatment to go with them. So remember that. You can always contact me through my website, normacowie.com, and there's a form out there you can fill with your email address. Make sure if you also click on that you want to be on the newsletter, and then you find out specials and things like that. In the meantime, I am very happy to be recovering from a day of not feeling so great, but also realizing everything adds. I want you to think about that in your life. That's your thought for Sunday. What didn't I like but had a benefit? What didn't agree with me, but I realized in retrospect it made a big shift that worked really, really well. I really want to thank you. Have a great Sunday. Our clock's moved ahead, so I'm a little later than usual for sure. And enjoy the day. And hopefully you have sunshine where you are and everything is warming up and becoming more spring-like. Not too far to go. And we're getting close. What is it? It's not St. Patty's Day. I'm a little bit out of it. So I've had a few days of not being here and being on top of things. But St. Patty's Day is coming up. So if you're Irish, I know you'll be celebrating well. And we'll see you tomorrow night. Bye now.